Hi, I'm Karen. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome, fellow lock-ins, as we are still at home at, I think it's the 2 month mark. I'm not 100% sure. I've lost track of days and I don't even know what today is. But we're fighting the fight and we are still doing some cooking, the things just straight out of the pantry. And I was thinking about this the other day. These recipes that we've been doing these last 5 or 6 weeks, besides being great for budgets and for cooking out of the pantry, they're really good for college students, especially that chili that we made last week. Salsa and beans. I mean, what college kid could not do that? It's so easy. And what we are working on today is going to be something when you're in the mood for a little something sweet. And again, this is just straight out of the pantry, and it only has 2 ingredients, 3 if you want to indulge, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But what we're making today are coconut macaroons. And I had no idea how easy these were to make. If I had known years ago, I would have been making these forever. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I have just one regular bag of sweetened shredded coconut. And it is, I believe it's a 10, 12 ounce bag. I'm not 100% sure, but it's just the small, just a regular size bag. And I'm just going to take that and I'm going to put it into this bigger bowl because I need some stirring room. And you can go for the unsweetened if you want to cut back on some of the sugar, but I just am ready to indulge. I mean, these days have been kind of rough. So let's go for it, right? To that, I'm going to add my second ingredient, sweetened condensed milk. Now, don't get this confused with evaporated milk or just plain condensed milk. It has to be sweetened. It can be a little tricky to find, but this actually you can make if you really want to make these and you can't find the sweetened condensed milk. 2 cups of sugar, 2/3. I'm sorry, 2 cups of milk, 2/3 cup of sugar, and just cook it down to about the halfway mark till you end up with a cup of sweetened condensed milk. Then you let it chill, it gets nice and thick, and it's perfect. So, but this is just from a can. It's a 14-ounce can and I'm going to pour the whole thing in there. It ends up being just a little over a cup is what is in the can. So it's like a cup and a quarter, I think, just about. I'm just going to, and it's great because you don't have to measure anything with this. You just dump in the 1 bag of coconut flakes, you dump in 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, and you stir. And you kind of need a big-ish bowl because this will get messy. Now, in the meantime, I've already got my oven preheated, and it is at 350 degrees. Which, just FYI, that's kind of the standard temperature if you bake a lot. So if you're making something and you're not 100% sure what temperature should be at, chances are you could do 350 and it'll probably be just fine. So you really want to get that mixed in really well. Man, and it smells really good already. So yeah, obviously this is not for those of you who are not coconut fans. However, I love them. My family loves it, so this is great. And I had this bag of shredded coconut. I don't know when I bought it. I don't really know what I even bought it for. So chances are a lot of you might have a bag of shredded coconut in your pantry somewhere. Well, this is what you're going to use it for. So it's all nice and incorporated. And that's pretty much done. We're just going to scoop these out onto our baking dish or baking pan. And I have a small one here, and I've covered it with just a little, plastic, or not plastic, the silicone liner, the Silpat, whatever brand you want. If you don't do that, make sure you spray it with some cooking spray, some oil, because these are going to get kind of sticky. You could put some parchment paper on there as well, so you just make sure you don't want them to stick. And I got my little handy scooper here. I love these things. I don't know. I'm not sure where I got it. I don't remember, but man, they're very cool. They're fun to use too. And you just scoop it out, and that's it. How simple that is. We'll just do a few of these. Whoa, a few of these. See, I'm making a mess. I'm all over the place. And I think I have gotten worse during this whole quarantine thing. Kind of push those together a little bit. But you can make these as large or as small as you want. You are the master of the coconut macaroons. But those are just really, really cute. And I think we'll stop right there because I think you get the general idea. Finish up this last one. And then I would just take those and pop them into the oven. And again, it's 350 degrees, and I'll put those in there for about 14 to 15 minutes. You want them to be nice and golden on top. You'll see the coconut will start to toast, and they'll smell so good in your house. And you're going to take them out, and you're going to let them cool for at least 10 minutes because they're going to kind of solidify and kind of stick together a little bit better that way. So I would just plop these in the oven. And magic of live stream. That's what they look like when they're done. So 15 minutes later, they're beautiful, they're chewy, they're crunchy, so good, so indulgent. But if you even want to bring them up a notch, there's one more thing you can do. Now, I have some chocolate chips that I threw into a little glass bowl, Got them in the microwave. I've been melting them. And with chocolate, you want to go low and slow, 25, 30 seconds at a time. You don't want to do it all at once because you can burn the chocolate. So this is mostly melted. And this is just if you want to be really indulgent. Look at that chocolate. So yummy. Love it. And what I like to do is I have another pan here with some wax paper on it. And I will just take one of my macaroons and just dip the bottom there and get it nice and coated. And then just stick it on there to dry. And that just adds an extra layer. And you know, I'm telling you, these days, everyone's getting a little down in the dumps. It's nice to indulge a little bit. So that's what we're doing. And this guy broke on me. Let's see if I can pull him out. Oh, there we go. Not so bad. And then if you want to even take an extra step, you take some chocolate and drizzle it on top. And these are kind of like a little almond joy sort of thing going on. Just a little chocolate on there. And you want to let those cool so that the chocolate will solidify and they will be amazing. So you have got to try these out. You saw how easy they are to make. 2 ingredients, unless you want to step it up a notch, then 3. All the stuff is in the pantry, maybe 20 minutes total to have this delicious treat. I know you're gonna love them. Check them out. And if you missed this or want to catch any other recipes, you can find them all on yourview.com. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at Karen is Cooking from the Heart. And we'll see you next time when we're cooking out of the pantry on Cooking from the Heart. Take care.